1 out of every 5 Israelis is an Arab, 15% of the electorate. That's an awful lot of seats up for grabs in the 120-seat Knesset. Yet rarely do Arab voters make much of a mark on the outcome of Israeli elections. The upcoming election on March 28, though, provides an interesting moment to assess where Arab Israeli voters are in fact. Indifference, we're told by pundit after pundit, is currently the dominant force in Arab towns and villages. Indifference, apathy, and disaffection. That's creating concern within the 3 parties that traditionally get most Arab votes: the Communist Party, the Balad or Land Party, also, like the Communists, a strident nationalist list, and the Islamists. There's also not a small bit of concern, even fears, among Jewish Israelis that extremism could take hold. Security chiefs even cautioned that the Hamas victory might adversely affect attitudes among Arab Israeli citizens. Wrong on both counts, it seems to me. It's not a question of apathy, but interest, a matter of where their interest and their interests lie. And above all, that interest seems to be in finding their place within the State of Israel, and of gaining recognition as full and equal citizens. A few days ago, I was at a very interesting event in the Galilee town of Sakhnine. More than 500 people turned up at the wedding hall for the launching of a book brought out by the Arab Jewish Peace Center Givat Haviva. The book, Legends of Galilee, is essentially about land and memories of land. In the past, during a run-up to elections, rallies staged by Arab politicians would draw major crowds. Now they're barely able to raise a quorum. Yet here, for a book launch, there was such a large crowd, people from all walks of life. It was the message that appealed, a message about belonging. The turnout reminded me of something which Mahmoud Galia, an Arab journalist colleague, has been telling me for the last couple of years in relation to success of Sakhnine in another sphere, that of their soccer club, Bnei Sakhnine. Bnei Sakhnine is very much an Arab team, but it has a Jewish coach and also includes several Jewish players, a genuine coexistence team. Sakhnine's soccer success has Arabs all over Israel in thrall. They see in the achievements of Bnei Sakhnine the way to put forward to the Jewish majority the same demands they've been making all these years through politics. The demands for full equality, elimination of discrimination, and to become a fully fledged component of Israeli society. Fighting for these demands with soccer, rather than politics as the platform, is thought to have now a better chance of success. Or, as Mahmoud Galia would tell me, soccer has simply killed our politics. Can it actually work? Certainly what many in Israel's Arab community are saying is that their politicians have had their chance, and they have failed. Failed to make the gains expected of them by their constituents. Failed to understand the mood of their constituents. Failed to help them alleviate their acute identity dilemma. Arab Israelis are indeed in a difficult identity predicament, hewn by conflicting desires to be both fully integrated citizens of their state, Israel, and still to be linked to their people and their relatives, the Palestinians. A prime identity dilemma, as another of Sakhnine's sages, Razal Abu Raya, would put it, the desire to find a way to handle when one's people is at war with one's state. What the politicians, both Arab politicians and to some extent Jewish politicians too, haven't properly understood is that a major shift in thinking has occurred among the Arab community. As Razal Abu Raya puts it, we don't want to languish on the sidelines of Israeli society. We want to be accepted as equal citizens and above all to be a full part of Israeli society. Not just to gain their place in the top league, to use a soccer metaphor, in Israel's top soccer league, but to gain respectability within the league of acceptance of Israeli society. While Arab politicians may be misreading their community, are Jewish politicians reaching out sufficiently? Is the majority ready for the minority that has come knocking on its door? Some parties do have Arab candidates placed prominently, but for the mainstream Jewish parties still choose to leave Arab voters on the sidelines. A pity, it may be argued, if only for the number of votes that could be garnered. More of a pity still, it seems, if a breakthrough opportunity has been missed, that the minority is, as I suggest, waiting for a chance for full acceptance from the majority in Israeli society, and that chance isn't being properly taken. Where, one may finally ask, is the political equivalent of B'nai Sakhnine, Sakhnine's coexistent soccer team, the political party of real consequence, of real coexistence, which would offer the minority a chance to be in the same political team as the majority.